actually doing a reshoot today. I originally had this episode shot and I was so excited about it, and my laptop went for a dive. Everything got wiped clean, and that's okay, because guess what? When one thing, happens, another thing opens, right? At least that's what I tell myself, and we just keep moving forward, and that was meant to happen so that I could redo it in a better format. I've been living in Los Angeles for 7 months, which is crazy. Even saying that out loud is insane. I feel like I've woken up in another parallel universe every single day. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Every day that I'm here, I feel as though I stepped into a multiverse of a whole nother lifestyle, a whole nother life. I'm still the same girl, but I've definitely evolved and learned so much being here, meeting people, and really immersing myself into the lifestyle of what this all is. And here are some of the things that I have learned and have helped me, what got me here and what I've learned living here. The first thing I want to talk about is, please do not spread yourself too thin. Moving anywhere, doing anything in this life is so exciting, and I'm so passionate about being alive. I love it. Oh my goodness, I love being alive. It's so exciting. But with that comes a sense of, I want to do it all. I want to try this. I want to do this. I want to do that. I know I'm capable of so many things in this life, and I feel as though I put a time limit on, if I don't succeed in an X amount of time, then I am not worthy. I will never be where I want to be. And that is ridiculous. That is not the right mindset. And that is setting yourself up for failure and burnout. You don't want to create burnout. It is the people that find the consistency of what does work for them. What I've learned living here is that people that hone in on 1 to 2 things and really dive into that become so successful in those areas. It's not a matter of, let me do 10 different things and only be able to put 50% into those little areas. It is all about quality and not the quantity, because then you can fool yourself into believing that that's really beneficial. And I want you to know that this is coming from somebody who is that type of person. I love to wear a bunch of different hats. I love to do everything. I'm in my yes era and I love it, and I don't think I'll ever stop. But I think there's a fine line and a fine balance of figuring out when it's okay to, say yes to multiple different things, because then you will find yourself steering away from what you originally wanted to do. Always in the front of your mind have, this is why I'm here. This is why I moved out to where I moved to, or I want to do this, and so I can have fun trying different things, but this is my main priority, and we're going to focus in on that main priority. Other than that, you can find yourself diving into things that are going to steer you farther and farther away from there and create that burnout. Just don't put a time limit on anything. You just keep being you. Hone in on what you do, find what makes you excited to wake up, and to do that every single day. If you choose something you know that you don't really love, it's going to be very hard to do that every single day, and you have to stay consistent at something every single day to make something out of that. With that being said, this life is not a race. Nobody is in a race. You're not in competition with anybody other than yourself, okay? Do not put a time limit on when something has to be done. Do not look at the person next to you, because if you know the rabbit and the turtle story, let's just take it back for a second, okay? The bunny thought that and was so confident about what they were doing, because they're like, oh, I'm a bunny. I'm the bunny, right? I'm gonna hop my way to the finish line. You're a turtle. You're gonna take 10 years. I can take a little nap, actually, because I know it's gonna take you a hot second to even get to that finish line. Because the bunny got so confident, they went to go take a nap, and the turtle, who happened to be so far behind, passed the bunny when he was sleeping and made it to the finish line before. And it's the people that don't view this as this is a race and I have to make it to the finish line first. I'm gonna stay consistent in what I'm doing and show up every single day, and eventually I will get to where I want, because I promise you, you show up, you will get where you want. I have had the opportunity to meet a lot of incredible people and do incredible things, and I'm very lucky about it. And something that I've learned, and has been a very common theme, is, you know what, I've been doing this for years and nobody cared what I had to say until one day one thing clicked and now everybody knows me. It's the people that find ways to keep going when other people back out. What you see isn't always reality. Please, it is so easy to convince yourself what you are watching on social media is the reality of the situation, and it's just not. Everybody is posting their highlight reels. Everybody is going to be posting what they want you to see. They want you to see their perfect relationships. They want you to see when they look really good, right? Everyone does it, and that's not a bad thing, but you have to remember what you are looking at is not the reality of the situation. Stop consuming so much and start looking inward to yourself. I know for myself, I kind of just post and then I typically get offline, or I'll set a timer for myself, because if I'm sitting there, I'm one of the people who do doom scroll. I can, and I have before, and I've really worked hard not to, but that can really put you in a mindset of, oh my God, look at that person. They're like 20 and they're a millionaire. What? How did they do that? Or like, how did they meet all these? Oh, how are they doing all of this? How are they getting? I don't understand. Like, what are they doing that I'm not doing? And it falls into that loop. And then that paralyzes you to be like, well, if somebody else has already done this, or they did accomplish it at this age, and I'm doing this now, like, what's the point of even moving forward? And that is where you are going to kick yourself in the foot, okay? You gotta realize what you're looking at social media. You don't know what somebody had to go through in order to get to where they are. You don't know how many years somebody wasn't known in the spotlight. Like, do you know how long somebody has been doing something and it took so long for them to even get a name for themselves or noticed even one time? All it takes is that one video. All it takes is that one person giving you that opportunity. It takes one thing to change your life. And so again, staying consistent and just moving forward. Something's going to hit eventually, okay? Something is going to hit eventually. And you got to stop looking at other people and thinking that they just woke up one day and they got everything. And you don't know what somebody had to sacrifice to get there. You don't know what morally things that they had to do in order to get there. And I bet you if you knew everything that happened, you maybe wouldn't feel as not worthy. You wouldn't feel as though you don't deserve certain things, because you deserve all of those incredible things in this life. And you know what the best part is? Everyone can win in this life. Do you know how cool that is? Like, we need to remember, everybody in this life is capable of a win. Just because the person next to you got a dream role of yours, or they got your dream job, or your whatever you think that you wanted, there's another dream job right there. There's another dream thing that is meant for you. You have to learn to be happy for other people's successes as well. All I can tell you is nobody's ever prepared enough. Nobody's prepared. It's the people that just do it anyways. Miley Cyrus had this quote that was, she gets scared too. And the only difference is being a legend is doing it when you're scared. Be a legend because you are a legend. Do you know how cool it is to do something when you feel scared and nervous, and putting yourself in a position to do things when you didn't feel like you were really ready for that? That's really badass. And that's something that has taken me to places when I didn't feel I was ready to film for something. I didn't feel like I was ready for an audition. And sometimes those are the ones that take you to the next level, because they push you to learn about yourself, and you prove to yourself you can do the hard things when you don't feel like doing it. And that could be as small as showing up to the gym when you didn't want to, right? Just make sure that you are constantly trying to do the things that you don't really feel like doing, and just show up. Build a close support team. Having a close support system wherever you are, whether you did just move, like I did just move, and I'm very grateful and lucky for the friends that I have back at home, and they are somebody that I can call. Building a support team here with people I've never met is very important for me as well. You want to feel like you have somebody to lean on. It is okay to ask for help. In fact, you should be asking for help. I don't think that this life is meant to be lived alone. I don't think that this life is meant to put everything on you as an individual. I just don't see how that is even possible. And I think, happiness is better shared. Having people that you genuinely can laugh with and feel safe around and can say anything and feel safe is so important. Having that person to debrief, oh my goodness, today was a day. Let me get my wine. Let me just sit down and talk about everything. Make sure that you hone in on really finding those friendships. If you've ever read The Let Them Theory by Mel Robbins, she talks about how you are the one who is able to create those long-lasting friendships. Be the one to reach out. Be the one to say, let's grab coffee. Be the one to ask for the help. Be the one to create those strong friendships. Like, hone in on the people that really matter, because it's the people that are around you that are going to build you up, that want to see you succeed and make you feel like, hey, I'm human and I get to enjoy this life, not only thrive in it, but I get to laugh in it as well and share it with others. That's something that has really helped me, and very lucky and grateful that I got to meet some incredible people. This is such a big one, so come here. You were fine before it, you will be fine after it. Never, and I mean never, think that having something in your life equals your worth. It does not. You were perfectly fine before something, and if it gets taken away from you, you're still you at the end of the day. You still are yourself. You've learned so much. That does not take away from how strong you are and everything that you are capable of. You are still you at the end of the day. If you give up on a dream of yours because you feel as though you got really close to something and then all of a sudden it got taken away from you, I hate to say it, but that's life. And you are going to get really, really close to certain things, and it might be taken away from you. And with that comes, keep as many things as you can to yourself and let the results be your words, right? You don't always need to tell everybody everything that's going on in your life. Sometimes it's better to let the results be your words without you screaming, oh my goodness, look what I did, I had this, I did this. And you kind of can bite yourself in the ass, and then it might not work out, and that doesn't lessen who you are, but it is a little bit of a, well, damn, I already told everybody about this, and now it's not happening, and now I feel like worthless, and maybe I should just give up, and maybe I should just stop. Well, that's wrong, and it was cool that it happened, and if it gets taken away, you're still pretty freaking cool. Once in a lifetime opportunities don't exist. There is a once in a lifetime opportunity right around the corner all the time. I have heard so many people say, oh my God, I just got this once in a lifetime opportunity. And then next day you hear, oh my God, I just got a once in a lifetime opportunity. I've gotten some really freaking once in a lifetime opportunities, and I've said no. There are so many times in this life that you're gonna hear this crazy thing that your friend just went through, or you get offered something. You have to understand that if something doesn't work out the way that you want and you thought it was this once in a lifetime opportunity, that's not everything. That doesn't define everything in your life. If it works out, freaking cool, great, that's amazing. And if it doesn't, freaking cool, that's amazing, because there's gonna be another door that opens. But you have to have the knowledge and have the awareness that there are other doors that are going to open if that one didn't work out. And there was a reason why that one came in your life and didn't happen, because you were meant for something else and you were supposed to see this one so that you would see the next one. They come around more often than you think. Have your heart and eyes open for when they do decide to come around the corner, because they come along a little bit more often than I think that most people realize. Your identity doesn't come from external success. I have seen so many incredible people that don't feel very good about themselves because they rely on how other people view them, what they got to show for themselves. I have definitely fallen into the trap of sometimes not finding the success within and viewing it from external things. I've never talked about this on my podcast, but I'm a live streamer on TikTok, and it has truly changed my life, and I'm so grateful for it. But with being an influencer in any sort, at the end of the night, you have these end credits that show up on your screen, and it'll tell you, hey, this many people watched you. These are your analytics. This is how many diamonds you have tonight. Oh, by the way, if your friend's having a good night, the entire app knows. Like, it will broadcast across the screen. That's incredible, but it is very geared toward how well you're doing. And it pushes you, and I think it could be extremely beneficial in so many different ways. But if you allow your end credits to result in your success, you are going to set yourself up for failure. Your identity does not come from external validation. And that's something that I have to make a conscious decision every single day to be like, if something didn't work out, if something wasn't that great today, that doesn't take away from everything that I did do. It doesn't take away from everything that you have done and that you will do. And one bad night, one bad day, one bad year does not equal a lifetime. You have a lifetime ahead of you, right? If we're lucky, we have 100 years, maybe even more with like new technology coming out. One bad day, one bad moment, one bad year, one bad whatever, and that does not equal a lifetime of sadness. And give yourself props for every success that you've had. I wake up and I will say 10 things I'm grateful for, 10 things I'm proud about, because it's a conscious decision to choose to see the good, it's a conscious decision to choose love. It's a conscious decision, especially, for me at least, it's a conscious decision to do things when I don't feel like it. You are your superpower. Whatever you have, and you have something, trust me, everyone likes to be like downplay their superpowers and who they are. You have so much. And nobody in this life can copy exactly who you are. Like, capitalize on who you are and run for it. There is a niche for everything in this life, and it is so cool and hot to be exactly who you are and capitalize on who you are, because you just freaking don't care what anybody else has to say, and you're gonna walk into a room and be like, this is me, I'm me, and take it or leave it. I think that is one of the most badass things to do, and I know that I get very inspired by other people that I look up to, and I'm like, you're just so you, and I love it. And somebody who's passionate is somebody that gets me passionate about something, even if it has nothing to do with something that I've ever learned before. Just keep going. You're doing okay. I promise you, you are doing more than okay. You are doing everything right. You just waking up and trying your best is enough. Nobody is perfect in this life. Nobody knows exactly what they're doing, and when we do, that's great. And then there's going to be a time where we don't feel like we know what we're doing, and that's also great, because that's life, and that's the beauty of life. And you just gotta keep showing up. And you just gotta keep being you. And if you can look at yourself at the end of the night and like who you are and just say, you know what, I tried today, you're doing okay. And yeah, that's today's episode. And the next one, I would love to talk about more personal questions of what you guys have and what you want me to talk about. And if you aren't following me on Instagram, I post things where you guys can submit questions, and I'm gonna start answering some of them. So hopefully the next episode is going to be a little bit of a Q&A. And thank you guys so much. Have a beautiful day, and you guys are killing it. You're so hot. Yeah. Bye.